Hey everyone, Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 10th episode of the second season of Machikado Mazoku. And yeah, second season has continued to be very enjoyable. Like, just mostly on the basis of Momo and Shamiko's relationship, right? Because we've just made so much progress on that from episode 1 of season 1. Like, because, you know, a lot of Yuri shows, you take one glance at the the online page of it, you can tell it's a Yuri show. But with this show, it really was kind of like a slow burn. Like, two strangers meet each other under, enemy circumstances, supposedly. Shamiko always talking about, I gotta, do my best to beat her up and break the curse, or, all that sort of stuff. Basically starting off as a antagonist role, and over the course of time, we get a bit of a friendship going, and now we have tummy rubbing, we have fantasizing about stripping her, we've got, Momo almost dying from negative feelings for not being able to eat Shamiko's cooking on their zoo date. That was supposed to be just the two of them, but ended up not being the two of them. Like, that's quite a chasm to go across, and it wasn't like done in a day. It's just been a nice steady progression, and it's been great to see. The last episode we got to have like a full-on quest together and get a nice little prize and even take a picture of it and then lose it by the end of the episode. Quite sad, really, but good stuff though. I mean, we mostly got to see like Momo in a Darkness Peach outfit, and I always enjoy that because that's just a treat for everyone, really, especially Shamiko. But yeah, that's I don't know really what more to say. This second season has been a privilege to watch, and I just kind of want to get more into it and watch more of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if you want to stick around for that, you're more than welcome to. So 3, 2, 1, play. There's Shamiko. Yeah, we are still working on that. It's a nice pose. And she's not wrong. You don't look that busy. Okay. Just take all the grams. I don't think I would give any. I don't think I would take any meat this girl offers me. Not when she giggles like that. Double wheat, man. Double meat whammy special. That sounds a little bit lewd. I'm not gonna lie. Please don't try to sell me books. Okay. Uh, is this legal? There's a lot of text on screen. What is a Shema? I'm not gonna be tested on this, am I? Can you run that by me again? I think I got lost about 10% into that. Never ends. Well, good for you. She whips out the Ojo-sama style laugh. Around there. Well, yeah, hopefully we can get some cool technique from Shamiko. I mean, she's trying. She's trying to get advice from her friends and stuff, but it doesn't seem all that helpful for the most part. Most is trying to push meat onto her and try to explain something questionable, illegal. I don't know quite what that was, but we should probably ignore it. And Mikan just kind of bragging over there. Not exactly the most helpful thing. I don't think I noticed before, but does that refrigerator have like a half off sticker on it? I don't think I ever noticed before because it was always looking at the mother dancing, you know. Why can't Momo be wearing the Darkness Peach outfit in that picture? The Ancestors Dojo, Demonkind's ultimate weapon. Yeah, if you're not careful, that sort of thing can happen. Is that doorknob, like, that entire door is kind of messed up. Probably should get that fixed. uh, yeah, just even the outside looks pretty bad. I'm glad she could understand that. I... no attack power. Yeah, the cockroach isn't gonna break a door down. Yeah, she's totally gonna do that. They might not bite, but they're still disgusting. They were kind, they wouldn't invade your home and try to take it over. I guess somebody had to be affected by it. It did something wrong by invading the home. It's so weird that she calls it that. Also weird translation, but whatever. Yeah, that poor door. But yeah, getting rid of the garbage would definitely help a little bit with the cockroach problem. It's a lot of Mikan cans. Because, of course, because she's Mikan. They're actually kind of getting into that song. She really does like to wink, doesn't she? Hit them with that friendship cannon. Could you imagine her, Mikan, wearing like a Darkness Mikan outfit? I kind of want to see that now. Our level of friendship. I was actually thinking the same thing. Really? We definitely make good relationship progress. Okay, we're thinking about that. uh, as you do. The tail is just so long, it almost looked like it was Mikan's tail there. Five times the points, wow. Of course she did. Oh my god. That's actually quite impressive. Yeah, I bet. Should he get... Go! It's a very encouraging cockroach. Yeah, they do that. Wait, what? Oh, me. She did Momo. She's alive. Oh, God. I know, right? Oh, yeah, that. Worse than a cockroach. Yeah. Can you teach me how to make that? Is that an offensive term? For an abode? Bet she does. Is that a compass? Don't ask me. They've been throwing around a lot of words this episode I don't know. Can she do that? Stab the circle with a fork, basically. Okay, I guess we gotta figure it out. How long is a while? How long do you have to reset this up? So, not very long. Yeah. Yeah, just not even worth it. uh, just imagine making a gif out of that and showing it to somebody out of context. Just aggressive fork stabbing while magic circle pictures just fly around. Mikan tea, is that a real thing? I guess it is now. There's something about the picture of the literal Mikans that it just seems kind of surreal. I don't know how to describe it. That was the first half of the episode. What's our second half? Try the futons dance. I don't know why that needs a dance, but I'll take it. Because it's more or less a dance we get in the opening. Two for 1,000 yen. That's not bad. 30 years. I mean, I could. Never mind. And of course she sniffs it. I mean, who's really surprised? She wants you to use a rod on her, is what she's implying. Momo, you rock out to the dark side. That's good. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but... hey, Lilith looking pretty cute there. We're breaking out definitions now. Yeah, basically you have to believe it's a stick. Oh, that's kind of a weapon. But I don't think she can wield it. But... well, yeah, I just gotta use your imagination. Gungnir. I always think of Symphogear with Gungnir. And you just know this stuff. I mean, everyone knows Gungnir, but... 30. Jesus, what do you think she is? Goku with his power pole? Yeah, definitely want to do that outside. Power pole extend! Gotta take pictures of Onechan's big moment. Some performance anxiety. Okay, we got... yeah. Okay, not a bad idea. Golden chopsticks plan. I mean, Rio doesn't get enough screen time, so tens of thousands. Wow, now we get our sisters sleeping together. So cute. Rio just looks so gung-ho for it, too. A glorious return. This is her first time in here, yeah. It is a nice form, I can't deny that. Yeah, like an ultimate skin, like in a video game. Yeah, like a palette swap, basically. Like, you know, the Mortal Kombat games with like like Sub-Zero and Scorpion and all that. Okay. Really does feel very dreamlike now with those things just there. Dynasty Warriors. I've never actually played a Dynasty Warriors game, but I'm vaguely familiar with it. You just like attack a bunch of weak enemies, something like that. That's gonna take a while at this rate. Well, that's convenient. 51, okay. Definitely makes it easier for me to keep track. Can we get some like AoE spells or something? Okay. Let's get Excalibur in here. What? Condensed sword. Really doesn't look all that great. She's doing her best to help. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. And yeah, some AoE. Yeah, this is much more efficient. That's just like a Maho Shoujo stuff. Certainly helps. Ooh, an ice staff. Yeah, thanks to Ryo. Yeah, it was nice you two getting to actually see each other. Does that even work in this realm? And we could try. Meanwhile, she's not having very much fun. Okay. What? Okay, that's cool to be able to do. $15,000 with one-handed. Good God! Now sit on her back, Shamiko, for the extra weight. I am curious how this is gonna turn out. That is horrifying. Let's not frame that one. Except for, you know, Halloween. That girl's obsessed. I know her name's Mikon. Your magic is Mikon themed, but like, not everything has to be Mikon themed. Like, you know, look at Momo, for example. She's very much peach themed, but she doesn't like live, sleep, and breathe peaches. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I just love that final part of the ED so much. That is a lot of cats. Melon pond jumping. I don't think that's what it's actually called, but yeah, next episode looks like it's could be a fun one. But yeah, that was the 10th episode. Yeah, because we're a little bit behind because the week break we took. Because a lot of other shows are like on episode 11, but this one's on 10. But anyway, that was episode 10 of the second season of Machikado Mazoku. And yeah, a solid episode. The first half we actually got some Mikan Shamiko time, right? Because Mikan's Shamiko's friend, and she lives nearby, so you got to hang out sometimes, right? And also got to rely on her for help when you have a menace in your home. Yeah, Grochi, as they called it. Just sure. I mean, it's not the only show to have a unique name for a cockroach. I mean, Bokuben had that too. I don't remember what she called it. What was it? Not Kentaro. It was something like that though, like some kind of special name for it. But yeah, apparently this is what she calls it, right? So Shamiko not as bothered by it as Mikan, which makes sense because Shamiko is grew up poor. I'm sure cockroach around the house, nothing too new to her, and it has a low attack power. I love that. Just that's her gauge, How much damage output does it have equals how worried I should be about it. Like, it makes sense, I guess, but, like, usually the actual attack power doesn't really matter. People don't want to be around a Grochi, so, they're not quite on the same page because of that. But she is willing to help, though. That's the important thing. Meanwhile, Momo's just suffering because of Mikan's curse, because somebody has to. But yeah, the door, like, I did vaguely remember the door getting destroyed, but, like, really should get that fixed at some point. Talk to the landlord or something. Because it's not safe to have a door like that. Anybody could probably come in if it doesn't shut properly. But, also, I love the Mikan Can segment, where she borderline sings a song as she's, like, putting stuff away. I liked it a little bit, probably more than I should have. It was quite cute. But yeah, just building up that friendship with Mikan, it's good to see. But I mean, that pretty much was the first half, just dealing with the cockroaches, setting up a magical magic circle barrier sort of thing, which didn't really work very well because, as I figured, her magic is legendarily not that powerful. So as soon as Shamiko Momo said something about it, depending on the quality of the magic, I was like, that's not going to last very long, is it? And, sure enough, the next shot peters out, and then we just have Shamiko aggressively making, a week's worth of them. But, so that was good. And then we had our second half, which was pretty much, how would you describe the second half? The training arc, I guess? Because, we are trying to, because that's a thing, right? Shamiko is trying to learn how to do that super powerful technique, make the most out of the rod, right? The special rod, even though because mostly she's been making like a regular fork or a fan. I love that we actually got into an argument about whether the fan counted as like a cylinder or whatever the word they use for it is. But so they like whip out the dictionary, yeah, stick, whatever. Like, in my opinion, it's technically a stick. Either way, I did like the fan. It was great. But we also get Ryo trying her best to help out, which, I mean, that's always been Ryo, right? She, like, I think really early on in season 1, she, like, read books and stuff to be, like, a good strategist to help out Onechan in those big 10,000 troops army battles she was, gonna do, right? That was a fun segment, but she still very much wants to help her out, clearly. She talks about legendary weapons and stuff, and Gungnir always, holds a special place in my heart because Tachibana Hibiki from Symphogear, one of my favorite female protagonists, that's her simple gear is Gungnir, so that's always what comes to mind as a result. Even though I've seen Gungnir reference in, other stuff, probably Fate Stay Night as well, but Gungnir is Hibiki, that's kind of how it's always going to be for me, at least. I did love, like, the suggestions of things to do, like making the giant 30-kilometer pole, I'm not sure exactly how long that is because I'm an American, but I'm sure it's quite long. Did not work though. We did have a plan to turn them into pure gold, which also did not work. But also Very much, we did get evidence that was very much tied to Shamiko's confidence, because when we were debating whether or not the fan counted as a stick, once she started to kind of doubt herself, that's when it went back to normal. You know, it almost kind of reminds me of like some settings where, you know, if you like truly do not believe in magic whatsoever, even though magic does exist in that universe, it can't affect you. Like, it's at least one game series I played that's technically a thing, but it's just so rare to actually for that to ever actually happen. But, you know, mind over matter sort of thing, I suppose. But a little bit of that here, it looks like. So we do know that Shamiko very much needed a training arc, right? And what better way than to go inside the dreamscape space, whatever it's called, along with Rio. So Rio can actually meet the ancestor Lilith and get to see what she looks like. And we got to do that. She even took her camera somehow. I don't know how that works, because the camera was still like, I think, was on the floor in real life. So while she has it inside the dream space, I'm not quite sure how that works. But we did have our little sandbags to train with, going full Dynasty Warriors, which was a nice little reference there. I don't even know if that was a localization thing or if that's actually what it's called, but it was funny nonetheless. But I mean, I don't know what Dynasty Warriors is called in Japanese. I assume it has a different name, but yeah, basically she just got her giant stick, her giant fork, and just very inefficiently, wildly swung it around until her brilliant sister strategist, tactician Rio gave her some advice to utilize weapons and like RPGs and stuff. Which when she did that, she got like ice pole or ice staff or a fire staff, and like it did much more damage and made much more progress. And she was essentially the MVP in that scene. So definitely glad to have her around. But also just, great to see Shamiko just unleashing so much power, because we kind of associate her with weakness, but so getting to see her, be just, appearance-wise quite powerful was nice. Obviously, this isn't real life, so it's not really, can't get too excited, but it's still training that I'm sure does carry over to real life, so I'm sure soon enough we will see her be comparatively, doing comparatively similar stuff in real life as well. If she ever does get, those big old army battles, she can just, like, wipe them out, Wouldn't that be something to see? Also, Momo casually doing one-handed push-ups, because, of course, she can. And that absolutely terrifying picture of Lilith, we definitely need to work on that. But yeah, solid episode. I think I preferred the previous episode, but still was pretty good. I did appreciate getting the Rio stuff, because Rio is a member of the family. She loves Zone-chan a lot. She wants to be helpful, so she deserves some screen time, so glad to see her get it. But yeah, hopefully we can make better use of that rod, because, like, it's really been underutilized. Like, it's such a useful, powerful item that's pretty much being squandered because of Shamiko's lack of imagination, so it's good to be able to work on that, get it to use its true potential. But so yeah, that's all. I think that's all I really got to say on the episode. It was good. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.